All right, Joe. So we talked a little bit about this last night, and the big news of the day is that there are apparently 27 brand new megas that are coming to Pokemon Legends ZA. Now, the reason we talked about this last night is because of the new raids that are actually coming to Scarlet and Violet. I'll cover that in a little bit more detail. We do have some information, though, now, supposedly. Now, all this is with a grain of salt. I'm not a huge fan of Central Leaks. They've been wrong in the past about a number of things. So I would take anything here with a major grain of salt. But this is a source that a lot of people are currently quoting. So I find it necessary to kind of discuss this. But once again, I'm going to say that this is all currently speculative. Plus, it's leaks. Who knows if these leakers are telling the truth, if they're true leakers, or if this is just somebody's wish list. It's really hard to tell. But without further ado, let's jump in. Now, one thing that's not on the list is they did say Excadrill is apparently going to be one of the megas, so that'll be really, really interesting. Also, I don't think they mentioned here, but I saw earlier today someone else mentioned that apparently Dragonite is funny enough on the list, and that's actually going to take us to our discussion that we had last night. So, if this is to be believed, these are a few of the megas that are actually coming in Pokemon Legends ZA, including Mega Skarmory, Mega Scrafty, Mega Clefable, which I don't know how I feel about that, but I mean it is a thing. Mega Scolipede, which personally for me, that is hype. I think a Mega Scolipede would be awesome. Mega Frostlass is another one that I think is going to be really awesome. A lot of potential there. A Mega Pyroar, Dragalage. Okay, so I love this Mon. I absolutely think this Mon is fantastic. How a Mega will work, I mean, there's a lot of options there physically, but I'm thinking like stat-wise. How would this improve the stats of these Mon? And maybe that's kind of a or maybe just change typings or things like that. This is one I'd have to ponder for a minute. So we can do a whole speculation breakdown video and all that stuff coming up soon. But this is what we have at the moment. Barbarnacle's apparently getting a Mega, which makes a lot of sense. Drampa's apparently getting a Mega. So a lot of dragon love out there at the moment, apparently. Interestingly enough, Phalanx is getting or Phalanx, sorry, is getting a Mega. So that should be interesting. Are they just going to add more, or I don't know. It'll be really, really interesting to see how that works out. Hawk Lucha is another one that's apparently getting a Mega. I am not a Hawk Lucha fan, but that's because they are obnoxious in Scarlet and Violet. And like I said, I think this is the last of their list, but they did also say that Excadrill's in there, and like I said, I've seen Dragonite quoted. There's a lot. People seem to be wanting a Mega Flygon, and I can't blame them. I think Flygon's one that definitely needs a Mega, but I'm shocked there isn't one out there already. I thought that would be one that would give. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I don't know, but I haven't seen one specifically mentioned yet, though I do know that is a popular option. But let's kind of jump back over to the discussion we were having last night with the Pokemon Presents. So, we have this all-new event coming up, and it's funny that all these leaks are happening on the back of this. So we mentioned that there's 9 new TERA raids coming that seem to be kind of leading us into Legends ZA, or at least the kind of like end game of Scarlet and Violet leading into Legends ZA. And these are all really interesting. They're all pseudos, and all but one of them are dragons. And even the one that's not a dragon is still just an amazing pseudo. I love Metagross. Oh my god, it's such a great mon. And what's really interesting, if you go through here, you have Gen 9, Gen 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 3 again, and then 2. Now, honestly, Dragonite would make a great addition to this team, so they really could just take Metagross off here and throw Dragonite on, Maybe they just didn't want it to be like all dragons, but whatever. I don't think anybody would gripe. Though the option of getting a 6 IV Metagross is definitely an amazing prospect. So I think anybody who's looking forward to being like competitive in anything going forward wants to take advantage of these. Like, absolutely. This is an amazing opportunity. So I kind of got off track there, went on a little bit of a tangent, but basically what I want to discuss tonight and the main like meat and potatoes of this whole discussion here is the mega evolutions that are potentially coming. So we talked about this last night, but with 4 of these 9 already having mega evolutions, and most of these being post the whole mega meta thing, is it likely, and it's very timely too, that all these leaks are coming out at, just mere hours after this was officially not necessarily announced, because this has been a thing for a month now. We've known about these for a good minute, but these only just are like releasing later on this week. So it does kind of yield, a certain amount of questions. We know that Tyranitar's got a mega. We know Salamence, Metagross, and Garchomp all have megas, and all these megas are really good. Is it possible that Hydreigon, Goodra, Kommo-o, Dragapult, and Baxcalibur are all included now in that new list of megas that are coming? I think personally it makes a lot of sense. This, I think, is just an official hint, dare I say, as to what is probably coming for Legends ZA. And once again, these leakers all line their stuff up to be really, I guess, topical as far as things are concerned. So this is information they've probably been sitting on for, 2, 3, 4 weeks, just waiting for the right time to drop that data. Because Legends ZA is still months away. Legends ZA is not dropping in the very near future. Now, we do have information coming here real soon about the Nintendo Switch 2 and all that, and I'm sure we'll get more information and more leaks around that time, probably about the core gameplay, graphical capabilities, and probably limitations on the original Switch hardware, which we can kind of surmise is just naturally going to be a thing. I mean, it's old hardware. It is what it is at the end of the day. But right now, the fact that we have these new raids incoming and that we've been talking about this, I would not be shocked to see any, or if not all, of these getting megas going into Legends ZA. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below, because I think it's just way too timely and just such a great hint as to what is actually coming. So we know a handful of them, but we still don't know them all. And I'm hoping here in the next few days that we start getting actual information on them. When we start getting stats, when we start getting actual imagery, when we start getting all that stuff, we will talk about it here. But for now, we're just kind of in a holding pattern. So we know a little bit, and soon enough, I hope that we know a lot more. Subscribe, stay up to date. I apologize I waited so long to get this video out, but at the same rate, I wanted to make sure that we had concrete information, not just a bunch of speculation, and it still is kind of mostly speculation, but it seems like there's enough coverage out there. I wanted to kind of add my little 2 cents in on top of this. So let me know what you guys thought. Do you think this is possible? Do you think I'm out of my mind? Am I reaching? Or is this just Pokemon's official hints and leaks or whatever? Catch you guys in the next one either way, and we got a lot more coming up soon.